Welcome back. We're now joined by the Scotland manager, Steve Clarke. Steve, thank you as always for your time. Well, you've done it. We're at the end of Group A. How are you feeling after that?
After the game tonight, I might bypass that a little bit. It was a strange game for us. It was a strange atmosphere. International game, 3-3, you don't get too many of them. So overall, on the group, on the performance of the lads is fantastic. I think to qualify in the manner we did, the draw was favourable to us, I think, with the 3 home games to start with.
Yeah, in the first 4.
But then you have to capitalise on the draw, and I think we managed to do that, put ourselves in a great position and got over the line with 2 games to spare, which turned out to be 2 difficult games for us.
Yeah, it certainly did. And tonight, an opportunity for the players and the fans to celebrate together and just at least enjoy it.
Yeah, nice at the end. Nice. I didn't smile too much because I was still fuming about the third goal that we conceded, because that's just the way I'm made up. But like I said, it's probably not a night to overanalyse this one. To analyse the campaign, 3 points off Spain here at Hampden was crucial. Then you take 4 points off Georgia, you take 4 points off Norway, 6 off Cyprus, who were pot 5, and suddenly you end up at the same qualifying points total as we had from the World Cup when we got second place behind Denmark in the group, minus the 6 points against the pot 6 team. So pretty consistent.
Steve, I was just wanting to think, you were standing in the tunnel at early doors at half time, and I know you're not going to overanalyse the game for obvious reasons, but what did you say to them at half time?
I spoke obviously very calmly and very quietly and just asked them to play with a little bit more intensity. I thought the first half we played a little bit like a testimonial, a little bit like, look at us, we're a great team, we've qualified for Germany. And it's not us, it's not Scotland, you know what it's like. It's not Scotland. We have to play on the front foot, we have to be aggressive, especially here at home. We have to be aggressive, we have to get about the opposition. I thought we did a much better second half. The second half was a much better performance than the first half.
That's the thing, you obviously asked them to give you something. That's exactly what they've done, because we just literally spoke about it there. It can be difficult when Norway's not actually playing for anything. We know Scotland's qualified with 2 games to go, which is an amazing position, by the way, but you obviously just want more from them, because I said obviously Scotland play at their best when they're playing at high tempo. You're closing people down, being aggressive, so obviously you got the reaction that you were after.
No, at half time, like I said, we spoke a little bit about more intensity, and we certainly got that second half. We looked a much better team second half, and that's why it was so disappointing just to concede at the end. We switched off a little bit on the cross to the back post, but we'll learn from that, and hopefully we'll get better.
I was wondering, Steve, when we see it from outside, the connection you make with the crowd, with the country, what you've done here, how much is that into your way of thinking in the dressing room when you talk with the boys? It seems like that connection is amazing at the moment.
It wasn't always like that. It wasn't like
that's
that.
Why I asked. No, that's why I asked.
It wasn't always like that. But this group of players have shown.
Yeah.
I've shown the Tartan Army, I've shown the supporters, I've shown the people of Scotland that they want to turn up, they want to do well. The most important thing for me, Jan, was to be competitive every single time we went to the pitch. And I think now you look at the games in the last couple of campaigns, we're always competitive. And that's what we have to be. If we want to be a team that consistently qualifies for major tournaments, you have to be competitive in every game.
You spoke during the week there about the lowest point being the Russian game, 4-0. What do you see as the biggest change from then to now in terms of being competitive? Is it just simply that, or is there something else that's more noticeable for you?
I think there's a little bit more than that, Mike. You've got the number of caps. When I looked at the group, you've got to identify a core group that you say, I'm going to pick them all the time, no matter what, even if they're not playing at their clubs. And I've been pretty consistent in selection, because the same message is passed to that group of players when they come. So you can change 4 or 5, maybe around about the periphery, but to keep that core group together, I think, was key. Obviously, we tweaked the system. I changed the system. I had a lot of time to think over the break with the COVID. And I'm sitting at home and I'm thinking, okay, how do we tighten up at the back? Stop conceding goals was a big thing, and came up with a back 3 idea. It started with Scott McTominay there, and was just to find a way of playing that was different, that maybe could become our identity. And we've gradually built on that. We've brought in a different type of player where we can maybe squeeze the game a little bit higher, because we've got pace at the back. So it's just been an evolution from there, really.
And does that give us an insight then maybe into your final squad for next summer?
I haven't even thought about it. Like I said all the time, you've got 6 months of football to play. Something will happen that you're not expecting.
We spoke about that earlier,
and that's just the nature of football. So not too much thought going into that. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it in November, December, January, February. Maybe when I come to March, I'll start to think about narrowing the squad down to 23.
Well, listen, we're running out of time, but we really appreciate you joining us. We've thoroughly enjoyed being part of this campaign with you. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Well
it's been
done.
great, hasn't it?
Congratulations.
All the
Thanks
best.
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Done.
Thank you
it's
for
been
those 5 minutes in Norway. Thank you.
You're,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Very welcome.
So the Scotland manager, Steve Clarke, they're going to Germany. We've thoroughly enjoyed being part of the campaign getting there. Thank you very much for your company tonight.
Auf
Thank you
Wiedersehen.
very much for watching. We'll see you in Germany.